wanna meet, Lord, that need, me great, almighty dollar. That money. People will lie, they will cheat. People don't care.
Hey, what's up, man? This is Dr. H.L. Bonner coming at you live from Stafford, Virginia, out of my beautiful home here off of Toluca Road. Hey guys, I just want to greet everybody and say happy holidays, Merry Christmas. I want to welcome you to Our Power. That's right, this is Dr. H.L. Bonner live from his home. Hey, listen, I want you to go out there and make sure you tell everybody that HL is on. I want you to send some texts. I want you to send some emails. I want you to go out and get up on Facebook. I want you all to, hey, do some snapshots, take a picture of this beautiful tree that we have here in my mansion here in Stafford, Virginia. You see, I got my red colors on. I got my Christmas hat on. The tree is beautiful. My wife and daughter put together this beautiful tree, guys, and I just say, hey, you know what? I'm going to do this show from here tonight, and I'm probably going to do many more shows in the future. You know, and so anyway, I want to welcome everybody to my home, and I just want you to sit back and relax because we got a great show tonight. What I'm going to be sharing with you is holiday tips, things that you could do to grow your business during the holiday, and some write-offs and some ideas and things of this nature going into the new year. And I think you're going to be excited about some of the things I'm going to share with you, some of the tips and things that I've done over the years, okay? But no matter where I'm at, I always have to take the time out and do what first? That's right. Acknowledge my Lord and Savior Jesus Christ. Because if it wasn't for him, hey, listen, I wouldn't have anything. I wouldn't have this beautiful home. I wouldn't have the great income that I have. I wouldn't have the great business that I have, my family, my careers, everything is because of Jesus Christ. And this is the season that I really, really love because we really needs, you know, this is the season when we get together and we celebrate the birth of Christ, and you know, this time of the year is just so beautiful and so wonderful and peaceful, and you can just feel it. And as it gets closer and closer to Christmas, you know, it gets better and better and better, or it gets gooder and gooder and gooder. So if you don't know Jesus Christ as your Lord and Savior, listen, get with someone right away, and ask them what the gospel is all about. You know, go to a good Bible teaching church, you know, and just sit there and listen, you know. And I'm going to tell you something too. Nobody is perfect. We're all been just saved by grace. And if you go to a church or you might have been going to church and you stop going because people make you feel bad, or that you think that they are fake, or they not doing what they're supposed to do. They think they holier than thou, they righteous, they can do no wrong and all that. Hey, listen. A church is nothing but a place where people who are sick in sin, and that's where they go and trying to find their way, trying to get healed, trying to be better. They recognize that they're sinners and they don't want to die and be separated from God for all eternity. And you know what? And you don't have to either. I mean, and don't be surprised or disappointed when you go to church and see these kinds of things. Listen. When you go to a hospital and you walk down the hallways and you look into the rooms and you see, you know, what you see? Sick people. And that's what a hospital is all about. People that are sick and they're trying to get well, trying to get better. Okay, well, the church is the same way, but it's on a spiritual side. People are sick, and we all sick. Every human being on the planet have a spiritual disease, and it's called sin. So listen, I don't want to turn this into a preaching night, because one of these nights I probably will, you know. But I just want to recommend you get to know Jesus Christ as your Lord and Savior. So I got my laptop right here, and so I'm going to be flipping my own slides because I don't have my engineer to do all that for me, and you won't get to see them. So therefore, you're going to have to take some notes. You're going to have to take some real good notes tonight, and you're not going to want to miss some of the things I'm going to say. So for those of you that's watching this show for the very first time, well, what is this show all about? You know, I've been in business now for over 40 years. Originally it was called the network marketing industry. Now it's called the exponential marketing industry. Same thing, but just improved and better. And I've done extremely well. I've met a lot of wonderful people. And I just want to take the time out now and give back to the industry by promoting the industry, by trying to get more people just like you to start your own business, man. And young ladies, you need to start your own business. And if you start your business now at the young age of 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, or if you're in your 30s, or if you're in your 40s or 50, all I'm saying is the sooner the better. But get it going. You need to start a business, okay? And so that's some of the things that I'm going to be talking about, why you need to own your own business. I'll be talking about trying to encourage those people who already own their own, I call them e-hubs, exponential home-based businesses. Listen, hang in there. Don't lose sight of the goal. And there are two parts of gold. One, you make money, and two, you save money. And that's what helps you become financially free, okay? You make money by moving products and services, you know, and getting commissions and paid for that and building that business. And then you save money by taking all the tax write-off that comes along with business ownership. And that's one of the most powerful things that you could do is to take advantage of the tax benefits, okay? Also, we're going to encourage those potential folks who have seen your presentation. You might have already sent it to somebody's home or went to a hotel meeting, or you might even picked up a flyer, or you might have seen an ad in the newspaper, and you blow it off. Listen, all of this stuff is real. It is good. And there's people all over the world starting their businesses every day. And we're talking about people from doctors, lawyers, ministers. We'll talk about the military folks. We'll talk about stay-at-home moms. We'll talk about professionals in engineering and sciences and PhDs and professors. I mean, people from all walks of life, right, is trying to start, or not trying, but starting a home-based business. And if you just start one, and you take that, and take the money that you're making from that, and the tax benefits that come with that, and add that on top of what you're currently making, I promise you, you get to live in a mansion like my wife and I. Yes, right, we are in a mansion. It's beautiful. And you see how tall this tree is? I mean, you can't see the bottom and you can't see the top. But you can tell by me just sitting beside it, and I'm 6 feet 1 inch tall. You can just see how big this tree is in my foyer. Okay, so you can be able to have a lifestyle. You know, I am so blessed and so honored to be able to live in a mansion the rest of my life, you know, the rest of my years, you know, and it's all because of God, and it's because He directed me into this home business opportunity. And then also, I want to discourage people from talking bad about the business, about starting your own business. Don't discourage your friends and family when they come to you and ask you to support them. If they need you to use the product or the service, use it. Just use the product or the service. It's not going to cost you that much money. I mean, there's nothing in this industry that we sell or we promote. It's going to cost you an arm and a leg. Hey, listen, these are friends and family members that you got a relationship with. These are people that give you a ride to work, that will watch your kids for you and babysit. These are folks that come over to your house and you go over their home. These are people that you can call on when you got a problem. Just support their business. Don't discourage them by telling them no and then avoiding them because you think they're going to ask you to get into this deal. You gotta hope they ask you to get into this deal because it is absolutely fantastic. I'm telling you right now. So just please don't discourage the people who's trying to make it. Matter of fact, you should commend them. You should pat them on their back for doing what they're doing, because a lot of people just don't go out and start their own business because of all the horror stories that they hear about it, you know. But guess what? It really works, y'all, and it'll work for you too. And then this is all about me being able to bring my experience with you, and that's what I'm going to be sharing with you tonight. My experience in this industry. In addition to that, I bring on other people that's in this industry, people who have made millions of dollars, or people who have been around this industry for a long time, just like I have, and giving you the latest and the greatest ideas and concepts in a way that they can build your business, you know? And it doesn't cost you any money, because this is going up on the internet. This is going to be up on YouTube. It's going to be on my YouTube channel. It's going to be up on my my website. So you can get this information anytime you want to. And then also, you know, we're just going to be talking about why it's so important that you plug into the system. You know, most of these companies, exponential companies that are out there, they have a system in place. And if you plug in, you will succeed. And I'm telling you now, the reason why I would say 9 out of 10 people that is not as successful in this industry as they could be is because they're not plugged in. See, I look at it this way. It's just like buying a piece of gym equipment or a membership to go to the gym and you just don't use the equipment. There's nothing wrong with the membership and there's nothing wrong with the equipment. That work. But the problem is you don't work it. So if you don't work it, it is not going to work you. So therefore you have to do something. You have to participate. You have to plug in and learn this industry. This is not a traditional job, okay? And so therefore you're going to, nobody can make you do anything because you are the boss, right? You're the boss. So therefore, you're going to have to be the one to tell you to get busy, okay? So being that this is non-traditional, and that means that it doesn't cost as much, right? It doesn't cost as much money for you to join. That's right. And so because it doesn't cost you much, some of these businesses are free. You don't cost you anything to get in except maybe the cost of a website. Maybe it costs you $50, $75, maybe $100, maybe $300, $400, $500, but definitely under $1,000. So anytime you have a business and it doesn't cost you that much, meaning you ain't got that much skin in it, you know, you can just blow it off. You know, it's no big deal. You know, if you don't, if you lost that money. And that's another reason why people are not as successful as they can be. They can have $1 million opportunity, but just because it only cost them $200, they play it down, they take it for granted, you know, they blow it off, and eventually they don't do anything. And, you know, it's a shame because when I think about the money that I've made over the years for the very small, very, very small amount of money that it costs to join, is unbelievable. And all the tax write-offs that I was able to take over the years, and I know it's been several millions of dollars of tax write-off over the years that helped me get to where I am. And speaking of tax benefits, my goodness, come on guys, we all have tax deductions that if we only had a business, we could take advantage of. And after the first of the year, we're going to talk some more about, you know, specifically about some tax write-offs and things of this nature. I'm going to see if I can find a real good tax person. Mine is up in Ohio, so it'd be kind of hard to get him on the show. But there are some here locally, and I'm going to have him come on the show and just talk about the advantages of starting your own business. So going into 2017, I want you to think about starting your own business. Now, I try not to use too many dates and stuff because, see, next year at this time, the information I'm going to tell you is still relevant. And then when I say right now, like 2017, that means y'all know it's 2016, okay? So, but anyway, this is good for 2017, 18, 19, 2020, and years to come. The information I'm going to provide you tonight. Training, listen, training is available and 90% of it is free. And for the little bit of training that you may have to pay for is when you have a big convention, a very successful person in the business come into the town, you know, and you have to get a hotel and pay for a lot of stuff. Well, everybody pitch in. Everyone pitch in to help cover the cost of the room and maybe cover the cost of the hotel stay for the guest speaker. And that's it. It's not costing you thousands and thousands or hundreds and hundreds of dollars that are going to come out your pocket. This industry is designed for you, the ordinary person, to make some extraordinary income. And you can do that if you plug into the system, if you attend training. And I'm going to tell you another thing that I really love about this whole industry. Fun. F-U-N. There is no such thing as fun on your job. And in fact, it's against the law to have fun. They say that you cannot have horseplay on the job, okay? But listen, but this industry is so much fun. There's people all over the world that you will get to meet. But you got to get part of it. You got to get involved in life. You know, on my Christmas card, I wrote that, you know, I said, hey, you guys, come and join our family because there's a whole lot more life to live. And you know what? That means that you can too, all right? Also, again, you can help other people reach their financial goals and dreams. That is so satisfying when you work with people and you see them grow in this business and they begin to pay off, you know, their credit cards and maybe pay off their car and able to take vacations and things of this nature. Absolutely amazing. And you really, really, really got to check that out, okay? And really, really get into helping other people too. And then if you want to expedite your retirement, if you want to, you know, stop doing what you're doing and maybe do this full time and maybe do what you used to do part time, or if you want to continue to keep your job and continue to make money. That's what I've done most of my career. I've always kept the job because most of you may not know that I'm retired military, okay? And I worked in the federal government and I worked as a contractor. But all the time that I'm involved in employment, I always had a job because I really don't believe in retirement. I really, really don't. And besides, if I can make a six-figure income in my part-time business and make a six-figure income in my full-time business, don't you think that makes sense to keep both of them? Yes, it does. And that means that I can take real nice vacation. I can drive nice cars. That means that I can live in a mansion. Hello! Y'all hear that echo in my house? Yes, that's right. So you can expedite your retirement or change your retirement. But I'm going to tell you the kind of retirement that you ought to consider. Maybe not necessarily retire from your job, but retire from the things that you are really, really, really tired of doing. See, most people retire because they got a lot of work to do around the house. They got to fix this. They got to fix the car. You know, they got to paint the house. They got to do all of this stuff, especially when you get older, right? Your house is getting older. Your car is getting older. So you got a lot of things to do. Cut the grass, you know. You got to become a handyman, a gardener, you know, and all of this. But if you keep the job and your kids are grown, you ain't got to spend a whole lot of more money on them anymore, right? Then why don't you use that extra money, some of it, and pay somebody to do that work for you? That's right. Pay somebody to cut your grass. Pay somebody to come over here and fix up the house and do those kinds of things. You and your wife go on vacation, let somebody come in there and work on the different issues that you have at your house. Retire those kinds of things so that on the weekend, you're free. That when you have a weekend, you're free. When you go on vacation, you don't have to spend all of your time just working on staying at home and fixing things around the house. They say that, you know, most people, you know, what they do is that when they go on vacation, they take 2 weeks, right? The first week, what they do, they go spend their relatives and friends. You know why? Because the food is free and they don't have to pay rent. Then the second week, you know what they do? They go home and start fixing up everything that the wife or the husband broke all year. And that's how they spend their vacation. But wouldn't it be nice that you can pay someone to do all of that stuff? And then when you go on vacation, you can go on vacation, vacate the premises and don't worry about it. When you come back, all you have to do is just pick up where you left off and just keep right on ticking, okay? And also, guess what? Some of you got dreams and goals, right? Well, maybe your dreams and goals can come a lot sooner. Some of you probably got goals and dreams planned 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 years from now, right? But what if you can get that new car next year? What if you can have the money for the down payment on your new home next year? What if that big vacation that you want to go on that cruise ship or go overseas somewhere? What if all of that could happen years sooner? Where it can. It really, really can. And I'm telling you, I mean, we, like summer before last, we went to Dominican Republic. And this past summer, we went to Belize. My wife right now, she's trying to coordinate the plans for us to go to, is it Dubai? Dubai? I want to go to Egypt. I mean, we've been all over Europe and a lot of other countries and stuff, you know, but we want to go to places that we haven't been yet. That's on our bucket list. So we having a lot of fun and we're real excited. And the good thing about it, we can take our family with us too, because we can afford to do that. Okay, good stuff. All right. And listen, I want to make sure I make some things real clear, right? Hey, it's legal. It is legal to have an exponential marketing business. It is legal all around the world. We got a lot of these companies are already expanded in 5, 6, 10, 20, 30 countries, okay? So when somebody tell you that it's illegal, to tell you it doesn't work, they don't know what they're talking about. They don't have a clue. So you need to stop listening to people who don't know what they're talking about. Do you realize that in the top 5 things that cause people to fail in life, one of them is friends and family that talks them out of it, negative, giving them bad advice and they listen to it, quitting when they are just about there. Hey, listen, stop listening to people who have not done anything with their lives. Love them, respect them, but don't take their advice. Just because it's your mama, just because it's your daddy, just because it's a brother, sister, aunt, or uncle, just because it's a school teacher, or just because it's a coach, or whomever you respect, even if it's your pastor, you need to make sure when you get advice for someone, let them give you advice from experience, okay? Not from what they just think, okay? And no disrespect to any of those people out there, but too many of you out there give advice and you have no experience, okay? And you have no real knowledge, and you really shouldn't do that. Okay, that's enough about that. Okay, listen, there is no education requirements either. That's right. You don't have to have a PhD. You don't have to have a master's in business or a bachelor's degree in business. You don't have to have a degree in public speaking. You don't have to be a mathematician, have a job in accounting or tax preparation. You don't need none of that stuff, right, to be successful financially. You may need it to manage some things in other aspects of your life. But for what I'm talking about, you don't need it, Joe. You don't need it, John, Mary. You don't need it, Muhammad. You don't need it, okay? You really just don't need it, all right? Listen, you don't have to have, matter of fact, you don't even have to have a GED. You don't even have to have a high school diploma. You just got to have it here. You got to just have the desire in your heart to do more, okay? And what else? Listen, in this type of business, you can earn unlimited income. That means that you can make more money and it never runs out. You can continue to earn money and that money come in month after month after month for doing something one time, one day, in 1 year. And what I mean by that, there are things I've done a couple of years ago, but I'm getting paid for it today. And I don't have to do that anymore. That's what I really like about this business, that you can create a residual income. And that income is residual. That means that it can be willed to your children. And I like that too. And also, listen, you got fast start money. For those of you out there like me, when I first got into this industry, woo, I needed my money right away. I mean, I really needed some extra cash real quick. There's the things I wanted to do, and guess what? I did that fast start stuff, got me a few customers, got a few checks. Got a few more customers, bam, got a few more checks. And then you get leadership bonuses. Leadership bonuses is when you get promoted up the ranks inside your business. And you got complete control over it too. When you get promoted, you can just work as hard as you want and get promoted as fast as you want, and they're going to pay you They're going to encourage you too. They're going to be congratulating you. They're going to have a party for you, and you might get a trophy. You may get a plaque, but more important, you're going to get paid. But probably more important than anything, you don't have any additional work to do. All you're doing is the same thing and over and over and over and over again, and you're getting better and better and better at it. And that's the key to this business. The key to this business is doing it over and over and over again and getting better at it. Nothing like a nice cold bottle of water. As a matter of fact, if you need to take a break, go ahead on and take a break, because see, I don't have any commercial breaks with the music and stuff when I'm at home, because I don't have my engineers to do all that stuff for me. So I'm going to keep on talking, but I might pause for a few minutes and just ramble on for about 30 seconds, maybe to a minute. You know, just sidetrack a little bit. So if you need to go and take a quick break, most of you probably using your smartphones to watch me anyway. Carry it with you. But if it's on your computer or your laptop, that's okay. I'll be there when you get back. Go ahead on and take a quick break, you know, and I just go ahead on and talk about some other things that's sort of outside of all of this, something that you're not going to miss. But remember, all you got to do, I'm going to post this up there. Matter of fact, usually within 2 or 3 days after the show, they post it up on the WLBS YouTube page, so you can go and find this particular show and you can, you know, watch it. But you're not going to really miss anything, so you have to do that, okay? Yeah, you know something? If you was at my home right now and you see these windows, so I got about an acre of land that is cleared in the back of my house, and then I got another 8 acres wooded. It goes all the way back there in the back, and I got squirrels, man. I have rabbits. I got deer. I mean, I'm telling you something. It's beautiful. It's absolutely beautiful to be out here to see all the different animals and stuff like that. All right, that's my break. I want to go ahead on and get back, you know, to the details of the show. All right, holiday tips. All right, here we go. Let's talk about some things that you want to think about right now while you're going into the holidays, to this Christmas season. First of all, the most popular thing that everybody is going to do or send out are holiday cards, right? Everybody get Christmas cards and New Year cards. Now, I know you like probably your, what do you call them, Hallmark cards. You probably want to go out and buy nice cards and all that stuff. But you know what? I got away from that many years ago. You can either go to Walmart and you can design your own card and develop them and have them ready for you within a couple of days. Or you can go to a place like Vista Print, design your own cards, put your pictures up there, your family pictures and all of that. But what most importantly, what you can do is you can type in your own message and put your website to your business up there. And once you do that, in my opinion, but you need to talk with your accountant, that's a tax write-off. That's business. That's marketing. That's advertising. You know, so you can write off all your Christmas cards as a business expense by simply just adding your website in there. I used to drop my business card in there too. Then that's a little, you know, maybe be a little tacky for some. But now, at the bottom of my Christmas cards, you know, and my New Year's cards that I sent out, it has my website up there, encourages them to take a look at it going into the new year. So that's one thing that I've done them this year. I wish I had a card in front of me I could put up so you can see it. You know, maybe my wife and my daughter, they're out right now. They'll probably come in shortly and interrupt me. But I want to make sure that you maybe get a chance to see it, okay? So, holiday cards, go to vistaprint.com or your local Walmart, and they will help you design your cards, and you can have them made the way that you want to, all right? Gifts, holiday gifts. Everyone basically is be giving out gifts, and some of you are going to be giving out gift cards. You're going to be buying presents and all of this stuff. That's all well and good, but I'm going to tell you about gifts, right? First of all, if you can give out gifts and, you know, cash towards their business ownership. Let's say, for an example, you know somebody you would like to bring into the business. Well, why don't you give them a $25 gift towards their membership, or a $50 gift, or a $75 gift, or a $100 gift? Say, listen, I'm going to give you $25. The business costs you $50 to join. Why don't you pay another $25 and get in this business, and let's make money together going into the new year? But the key is you can write that off as a business expense. Now, if you also have customers that buying products or using a service that you have to offer, why not send them some gift cards, right? And just say thank you so very much. You had a great year. You appreciate them being your customer. You look forward to them being your customer for the next year. Give them a $25 Starbucks or Walmart, or Red Robins or Applebee's or Ruby Tuesdays, Home Depot. I mean, every business out there just about, they all have some type of gift card. And you give it to them and send it to them in the mail, and guess what? That's a tax write-off too, right? Because you're promoting your business. Now, holiday socials. I love those. You know why? Because that's when you can go and begin to meet new prospects. Now, my recommendation to you is this. If you're going to go out and to socials and things of this nature, do not try to give them a presentation at the social. I'm going to tell you why. First of all, don't nobody want to sit there and listen to you for no 30 or 40 minutes about your business, because they're going to be turned off right off the bat. The second reason why is because your whole focus and goal is that you're going to want to meet as many people as you can. So if you get there and it's only going to be a 2-hour event, maybe 3 hours, and you spend half of your time talking to one person, then the other 50 or 60 or 100 people you're going to miss out on. And that one guy that you talk to probably won't be interested in no way, because he's probably going to be annoyed because you talked to him the whole night about it, and that's why he avoided you. So my recommendation that you do is this. Why don't you just meet people? Use the word form, F-O-R-M, 3 to 5 minutes, which stand for family, occupation, recreation, and money. It kind of goes like this. Hey, you from this area? You can say, no. I say, you got family members here? Oh, yes, I do. I live right over there in Springfield. Oh, okay, yeah, I live down there in Stafford. Where you work at? You with the federal government, you military, or whatever? And now you talk about the occupation. He said, okay. Hey, man, what do you plan on doing for the summer, man? I mean, what do you like to do for fun? You like football, basketball? What's your thing? Now you get into recreation. And no matter what they say, then the last thing you conclude is you talk to them and you say, hey, listen, if money was no object, what would you be doing? And you know what? Bam. Then you say, well, what if I have a way that you can probably do those things? Can't talk about it now. We're at the party. But I tell you what, let's exchange information. And sometime after the holidays, we can get together and we can talk about it. Okay? So that would be perfect. So that's what you do at these socials. Okay? And, you want to go. And the other thing that I do recommend, that do not give them your website with the information on it yet, because what they'll probably do, Google it, and take a look at it, and most people can't understand it. They don't get it. They really, really don't get it. And so they'll make a decision, and guess what? Once they see your number pop up, or you try to call them and leave them a message and say, let's get together, you don't want to tell them no. So what you do, they avoid you. So you don't want that to happen. So listen, make sure you have business cards that's related to your current profession. You work for the federal government, you're a contractor, you're in the military, or whatever occupation you have those, give those cards out instead of cards with your website on it, okay? And then what you do is you schedule an appointment with them, okay? And you give them the website once you schedule them an appointment. Well, what do you mean, HL? Well, it kind of goes like this. Let's just say, for an example, you meet this new person and you talk to them a couple times over the phone, And you call them up, you say, hey Joe, hey, listen, I'd like to schedule an appointment with you so I can talk to you about this new idea that I have, and I think that you'll probably really like it. He said, well, okay, then, well, what you want me to do? I said, what time you going to be home tonight? And you have about 35 or 40 minutes. He said, well, about 7. He said, okay, at 7 o'clock, I want you to be by your computer. And at 7 o'clock, I'm going to give you the website that I want you to take a look at. So then you call the person up at 7 o'clock, they buy their computer, you tell them, give them the website, they bring it up, have them tell you what they're looking at so you know they're looking at the right thing, right? And bam. So now you should already know how long it's going to take for them to watch it, and then you now watch the presentation that's on your website, and then tell them you're going to call them back, and afterwards, after they watch it, you know, after 20 or 30 minutes go by, you call them up, okay? And then, guess what? You can answer their questions, or you can do a 3-way call to someone else. They can answer the questions for you. And I really like the concept of a 3-way call, even though I know I'm pretty good at closing people. But I really, really, really like the 3-way call. You know why? It's because that gives credibility to the company. It gives credibility to you, and it let them see somebody else. Listen, there's my little girl over there, Gigi. She just got home from gymnastics. When she go and take off her sweater and all this a little bit more presentable, I'm going to bring her over and let her say hi to you guys, you know. And she got on her sweatshirt. Come on over here, young lady. Come on here and say hello to these folks. This is my daughter right here, Gabriella Bonner. Isn't she beautiful? This is my pride and my joy. I love this girl so much. She is so sweet. She's such a wonderful daughter. She's making all A's in school. She got a couple medals this past weekend in gymnastics. And she got her first violin concert on Thursday night. Tomorrow. Oh, tomorrow. Okay, but anyway, she's absolutely amazing. And in fact, she just get there from gymnastics practice, you know, getting ready for their next competition. So anyway, but you know what? Her hands is cold, so I know she just came from the outside. And I know she's hungry because her stomach is growling. Okay, well, listen, sweetie, I'll talk to you in a little while. Say bye.
Bye.
All right. So anyway, guys, so that's what you want to do. You don't want to try to give the presentation while you are out and about. Don't ever do that, period. Not only just in socials. You don't want to do it anywhere, okay? Now, family letters, holiday letters. You know, a very popular thing that's taking place across America because of technology now, people are now doing family newsletters. You know, you can do them quick and in a hurry and email them out to all your family and friends. That's another good place to write a little excerpt about your business. You send and say, hey, Fran and I, we just started a new business. We're very excited about it. We would like to share this information with you. We got some goals and dreams that we're trying to accomplish. We want to get a new car. We're thinking about using this business to help us get a new home, using this to help us get a new go on vacation. All the things that we all do. And you know what? All the people in your circle, even though you may have some people think they're better than you, and even though you think you're better than them, they're all in the same circle, and they all have the same dreams and goals. Everybody want a nicer home if you don't have it. Everybody want a nicer car. Everybody want to go on vacation. Everyone wants to go on vacation. Everyone loves to shop and those kinds of things, right? So anyway, push those buttons. That's my point. Push the buttons that those people like to do, okay? And so that they may ask you about it. And they may not ask you anything right away, but when they come across your path, you know, and they see you, you say, oh yeah, man, I read in the newsletter that you started a business. How's it going? And, you know, don't get overly crazy about it. You know, it's, oh man, I'm telling you, you really need to take a look at it. I really think it'd be perfect for you and your wife or you and your husband. You really got to take a look at it. Can't explain it to you right now. I need to sit down with you guys for about 30 or 40 minutes and let you guys take a look at it too. Okay? So just make sure that you add those little things there. And you're going to be sending these newsletters out right to, of course, family member, close friend, maybe a few co-workers and some business people that you do business with. people that you want to create a relationship with, that you want to include into your family, into your life, right? They are the ones that you send those newsletters out, and normally there's only one page, right? Don't get crazy with these newsletters. People, believe me, they want things right away now. Our society moves fast. So do not try and do a 3 or 4 page newsletter. People don't have that kind of time. Just give them the bottom line up front, okay? Bam, Gabriella's in gymnastics. She doing well in school. She made all A's. She's playing the violin, and she's on the swim team. That's it about your daughter, okay? She don't want to hear about all the other things that all girls go through. Just those things that are unique to each individual person. All right, holiday junk mail. This time of the year, you're gonna get a ton of junk mail. Well, first of all, before you start throwing away, all of it in the trash, you want to think about this. 1, separate the junk mail. The ones that comes in envelopes and have a return address envelope already for you to send back, well, put some of your business information in that envelope and send it back to them, right? Also, one of the things I do, I don't do it as much now because I don't do a lot of, mail a lot of stuff out, but I would put my business card with my business information, I would tape it to the envelope. That's right, I would tape it to the envelope. And that means that the post office get to see it, and the people handling the mail get to see it, and then when the person get it, they see it. And I also put one on the inside too. So anytime I got to mail out something, the business card that shows my type of business, I put that in there then, okay, just to get their attention, all right? Also, holiday telemarketers. Woo! Man, they gonna call you up trying to sell you everything now, right? But you know what I do? I take control of the conversation. You call my cell phone, you call my house phone, you know what I'm gonna do? I am gonna take control of the conversation, right? And I'm gonna start talking to them about my business, trying to get their information. And those types of conversations, I just give them my website, tell them go take a look at it, because I can help them make some extra money. Because the telemarketer, and they're not making a whole lot of money anyway, right? Okay, what else? And then also fax. I got a fax machine. Yes, I still have a fax machine. And businesses still fax stuff to your house without even asking you. They fax, especially things about cruises and stuff like that. You know what I do? I get that fax number off and I fax my information right back to them. And sometimes, at least I used to go and look up businesses with faxes, and I used to fax stuff to them also. You never know. Some of these things, they have a very, very low probability of being successful, but it don't cost you anything, and it's a numbers game. The more you put it out there, the better. This time of year, I put out need more money cards, and all it is like a business card, and it said need more money. Then I say earn some income this week, and then I put a website down there, and it just depends on what type of business you have. You don't want to put the exact name of your company, but if you have another website that connects to your website, meaning that it may say one thing, and then when you click on it, it takes you to their presentation or a different link or something like that. But I give those out like crazy, and I just walk up to people and say, Merry Christmas, Happy New Year, Merry Christmas. Don't hold no conversation, just give it to them. And they say, look, wow, need more money? Yes, I do. Hey, take a look at this 5-minute video. It could change your life. And people are willing to take 5 minutes out and take a look at something, So if you got like a 3-minute video or 5-minute video that would get their attention, and where then they need to get more information, so there's a way for them to leave you their information, you need to do that. Okay? Do that. All right? I talked about this earlier about the tax benefits. This time of year, you're going on vacation, right? Most people go and visit family and friends. They're flying across the country and everything. Hey, listen, if you own the business and when you go there and you market and you talk to some people about the business, you can talk to the people at the airports, the rental car place, if you get a rental car, the restaurants, everywhere you go, somebody should be knowing, you should be giving them an opportunity to learn about your business. And all of that is become a tax deduction. Okay? And, you know, one of the things that you really want to do this time of the year too, you know, this is going into the tax season, and I'm going to talk more about this later, but when you talk to your friends and everything, right? Say, man, guess what? It's getting time for us to work on our taxes, man. I don't look like I'm going to have to pay very much this year at all. Well, why is that, dude? Say, because I have a business, man, and I take all these tax deductions, you know, my cell phone, internet bill, food, vacations, and all this stuff. Man, percentage from my car, percentage from my house. I said, I take all these deductions, man, and I said, that's why I don't have to pay as much taxes. Bam. They said, well, what you talking about? As a matter of fact, I did that today. There was a friend of mine that go to my church. I saw him at Walmart, and we had a conversation about 15 to 20 minutes about taxes, because he was saying, you know what, man, all year, you know what I have to do? I have to put money aside in a savings account because I know I got I'm owed taxes. Then I said, well, dude, if you had a business and all this year, all this extra money you were spending, you use that as a deduction to lower your tax bracket, you may not have to pay anything. He said, man, I got to come and see you, you know. So we'll see what happens. But that's what I'm talking about, that this time of year, as part of your conversation, going into the tax season, you want to talk to people about your tax deductions and all of that, okay? What else? Quid pro quo. Everybody, if you don't know what quid pro quo is that you do something for somebody and somebody do something for you. You guys exchanging resources or what have you. Well, what I like to do is this time of the year, if I invite somebody to come over and do my carpets or something like that, my wife or whatever, you're going to clean my carpets, getting ready for the holidays and stuff. Well, you know what? They want to charge me $200 or $300. Well, I said, hey, dude, listen. You got an extra 15 or 20 minutes. I'm going to show you what kind of business I'm doing. And guess what? I'm willing to help you start your business. And I would pay, instead of paying you $200, what if I only give you $100 and then I take another $100 and start you a business and I help you make some extra money. Now, if you take the whole $200, in a week or so, it's going to be gone. But if you take half of it and let me invest it into your business for you, well, look, for the next 12 months, I can help you make some extra money and you get some additional tax write-off. So you can do that with carpenters, painters, realtors, anybody you can get to come over to your house, okay? You'll be able to do that, okay? And now look, when you see some little things pop up on the screen like that, I don't know if y'all see it though, but see, I'm doing this from my phone. I got a tripod and this nice lens and all that stuff. So I'm doing all of this stuff from home, and it's really cool too, you know. And sometimes emails and stuff pop up on the screen, but don't pay that no mind. You gotta figure that already, okay? Now, also with the quid pro quo, what I really like about it, look at the benefits, guys. The benefits is this. First of all, you're getting your carpenter stuff done at half price. In some cases, they may just say, you know, depends on how much it costs to start your business. It may not cost you anything. And what I tell them too, I say, dude, really, it only costs you the cost of the supplies to start another business. And you know, that's, you know, overpriced anyway. So listen, man, just for cleaning my carpet, you can start a whole new business. And you know, let's say for an example, you are in the nutritional business, right? So dude, just think, man, if you start just using these products, you know, you're going to be healthier, you're going to be more vibrant, and guess what? You won't be as tired for doing this kind of hard work. Or let's say that you are in the hottest thing that's going right now, is the energy business. You know, people have the right now to choose who their gas and electric companies is. So therefore, you say, hey man, just think of all these people home that you go to. What if you offer them a discount if they became your gas customer, or they become your electric customer, or both, or your solar panel customer? So see, now you have another business, you know, they have another business that they can market to their already existing customers and start earning additional income and picking up more customers, you know, and saving them some money while he's making money. I think that is absolutely fantastic, okay? And look, you know, and then of course you can have your own home meetings, and you can invite those people back on a weekly basis. And then guess what else? That constitutes a tax write-off, because now you're using your home to conduct business. And so, you know, what you guys need to understand, that the world is centered around business. It is centered around business. And if you don't have a business, you're making a big financial mistake. Look, no one is asking you to give up your day job. And I know some of you like what you're doing, but some of you don't like what you're receiving, and that's your income. And all I'm saying is that giving up a little bit of your television, a couple of hours on the weekend, you know, a few lunches, and it can make all the difference in the world. That whether you vacation in Virginia or you vacation in Venezuela, you know, you can vacation locally or overseas. Hey guys, listen. This is not a rehearsal. This is your life. This is it. All right? This is it. And you're going to have to wake up sooner or later and realize that time is not going to stop for you. And you know, we all get 24 hours in one day. We all do. And most of us sleep 5 to 8, maybe 10 hours of that 24 hours. And then the rest, we either go to a job, or we are working, or we doing something. But the bottom line is, the guy that's a billionaire and the guy that's 100aire, they all got the same amount of time. It's just what you do with your time, it makes all the difference. So if you spend your time watching people on television or other people being successful, well, you're going to be 100aire, or you may be 1,000aire, but you're not going to be a millionaire. So if you want to be a millionaire, you got to do what millionaires do. They own businesses, they create things, and they help other people achieve their goals and dreams, and you can achieve your goals and dreams as well. Well, guys, I'm done. This has been fantastic. I'm glad that I had an opportunity to bring you to my home. There are going to be many, many more opportunities. Over the holidays, I'll probably do a few more shows, either right here or another place in my home, so you can get to see it. Again, when you see my wife, please tell her how beautiful the tree, how great a job that she did. And I wish you could see the rest of it. Maybe next time I will pick up my camera and just show it all around and show you what it looked like. You know what? I'm going to try to do that right now. So this is kind of crazy. But I'm going to tell you what I'm going to do. I am going to walk over here to my camera, and I'm going to, this is my, what you call it, wireless mic, so you guys can hear me. And I'm going to pick up my camera. Hey, what's up, guys? Yeah, this is Dr. HL. Yes, it is, in his home. He does have that crazy old head on, right? That's it, that's it, that's it. And I'm going to see if I can do something. And I'm just going to walk around and let you see, here's my fireplace here. And I want you to see my ceiling up there. There it is. And you see that cross that I have in the ceiling? Because I custom built this home. And behind me, you see the front door and the double staircase. I'll show you some more of it later, but I do have to go because another show has to come on. And it's a Kate Lowry show. So I want to make sure you guys, hey, listen, I want you to make sure you tune in for the Kate Lowry show. And she's a fantastic lady. She's doing some amazing things with her show. She has some amazing guests. And then for those of you around 7 o'clock, you got to see the Renee Allen and Friends show. She does a great job also. And I give a shout out to Jeremy. He's the owner of WLBS Radio. This is radio that you can watch And I tell you, Jeremy, Merry Christmas to your friend. God bless you and your family and everything. You do a good job for us. And I just want to thank everybody for all that you do and all that you've done. Well, guys, I got to go. But hey, Merry Christmas, Happy New Year, and I'll be talking to you next week. Bye now.